Welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most powerful, most pivotal chapters in all of English literature, from Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Seriously, this is the moment where years of secrets, manipulation, and just plain heartbreak finally come crashing down.
So let's ground ourselves right here, in the text. We're in chapter 44. And I mean, the chapter title alone just sets this incredibly somber, final tone, doesn't it? I say goodbye to Estella. You just know this isn't going to be a simple farewell. It's the end of a lifelong dream for our hero, Pip.
Okay, so to set the stage, Pip has just had the rug pulled out from under him. He's learned this shocking truth that his mysterious benefactor, the source of all his money and his status, was never Miss Havisham, like he always believed. So with this, well, as he calls it, this not fortunate discovery, he heads back to Satis House to face the two women who have basically defined his entire life, Miss Havisham and Estella.
And this really is the central question of the whole scene, isn't it? It's the impossible dilemma Pip is walking right into. I mean, think about it. He's not just confronting a person, he's confronting a project, a heart that was deliberately, systemically trained to be incapable of love. What a devastating setup for a conversation.
A final tense visit. And yeah, the tension is already cranked up to 11 before Pip even walks through the door. He finds out that his rival, this brutish guy Bentley Drummle, is in town specifically to dine with Estella. So when Pip gets to Satis House, the air is just thick with jealousy and this awful sense of impending loss.
So Pip walks in, and he does not waste any time. He goes right to Miss Havisham and just starts dismantling this entire lie that he's been living for years. He tells her flat out that he knows the truth, he makes her admit she was never his patron, and he even starts questioning the lawyer, Mr. Jaggers, trying to figure out just how deep this whole deception really went.
And that brings us to confronting the puppeteer. Because this isn't some quiet little inquiry anymore. Oh no, Pip is now directly confronting the woman who orchestrated his entire heartbreak, the master puppeteer who was pulling all the strings. And just listen to the way he phrases this. It's so powerful. He isn't just asking a question, he is pleading for her to just acknowledge her role in his pain. You led me on? That's a direct accusation. He's demanding she admit her part in his delusion. And her response? It's absolutely chilling. There's no apology, no regret, not even an explanation. Just this cold, simple confession, I let you go on. The cruelty is just staggering, isn't it? She watched him build his entire life on a total lie and did absolutely nothing.
So when Pip pushes back, when he asks if that was kind, she just explodes. And this outburst, wow, it just lays the core of her character bare. Her own heartbreak has twisted her so completely that she can't even comprehend the idea of kindness. To her, the world is this cruel place where everyone is just self-seeking. It's a furious, self-pitying excuse for weaponizing her own tragedy.
A love laid bare. See, with all the lies now out in the open, Pip turns from the manipulator to her creation. The focus shifts to the real reason he's there, Estella. This is it. This is his last chance to just lay his heart out on the table, even if he knows there's no hope.
And he just lets it all out. A declaration he has held inside for so many years. All the pretense of being a gentleman is just stripped away. It's nothing but a raw, vulnerable confession of a love that has defined his entire life.
And the heartbreaking part is he already knows it's hopeless. He says, I know that I cannot hope to call you mine, admitting he's poor and his future is a mess. But even knowing all that, even knowing she can't love him back, his feelings don't change one bit. Still, I love you. Man, that just hits you right in the chest.
Which brings us to the unmoved heart. Pip has just poured out his entire soul. He's offered this pure love with absolutely no expectation of anything in return. Now we see how Estella responds.
This contrast just says it all. On one side, you've got Pip's passionate, desperate vulnerability, and on the other side, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Those two words, perfectly unmoved, are just devastating. She's knitting, and without even missing a stitch, she just shakes her head. It is the ultimate terrible proof of Miss Havisham's success. She created a person who is totally immune to real love.
Hey, remember Miss Havisham's cynical worldview that everyone is self-seeking? Well, she hurls that exact accusation at Pip, but he fiercely defends his friends, insisting they are not self-seeking.
And this moment is so crucial. It shows that despite all the heartbreak, Pip's own capacity for goodness and loyalty is still there, completely intact. It's such a stark contrast to the bitterness that has just consumed everyone at Satis House.
So when the dust settles, what are we left with? Well, Pip's heart is completely shattered. Estella is emotionally hollow, totally unable to connect with the one person who truly loves her. And Miss Havisham? She got her revenge, I guess, but it's a victory that destroyed the very people in her care and left her all alone. A truly hollow victory.
And all of this leaves us with one final, haunting question. When a person's entire identity, like Estella's, is built on a foundation of lies and manipulation, can they ever find their own truth? Can love actually survive in a heart that's been trained for cruelty? That's the tragic question Dippins leaves us wrestling with at the end of this unforgettable chapter.